Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
It is time. The multi-dimensional portal has opened, you maniacs. Konnichigen. It's your favorite superstar host, the multi-dimensional Tachigen Kaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber idol form for your entertainment. Great to see you, Blindrill. Great to see you, Mist. But I'm very sorry to hear about that mess. 1890 USD! And the poor thing just broke after 4 months. The warranty was only for 2 months. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Shit happens, shit happens. I've been there too, so at least I can sympathize with you in that way. But apart from that, I hope you are well. Well, if you are not though, I am here to make your days better. That's my intent here, shining like a superstar. Same to you, Blind, I hope your day is going well, and to anybody else who may be watching. Hey, if you by any chance are watching through the VOD, then whatever day it is for you, whether it's Wednesday or not, I'm here to make it better if it's not good. But yeah, we unfortunately had to postpone this stream that was originally set for Friday. It was going to be the Final Fantasy Friday. Picking up from where we left off on the Thursday of last week, finishing the situation with the sylphs recently. And I was watching a VTuber play FF14 earlier today, and they were on exactly that part. They were doing the sylph stuff in the Black Shroud. So that was a fun coincidence. Because I didn't know they were at that part. I just saw they were streaming FF14, and it turns out they were in that part too. So that was a fun coincidence, but yeah. We're gonna continue after that. And this week though, I've continued doing what I want to keep doing for a little while at least, until I run out of games to do this with, which is checking out a new game every week. Arurin sent me a message and reminded me about Realm Royale and told me that they recently just did an update. They literally did this update 2 days ago. Realm Royale Reforged it's called. And because I've been wanting to check out other Battle Royale games like we did with Rumbleverse recently, and like I've been saying with Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, I'm definitely gonna go for triple R now, Realm Royale Reforged. It looks like a lot of fun. In many ways it looks like Fortnite, but in many ways it's also very different. And I don't say that to hold it against the game, by the way. Like, it's a good graphic approach, and I looked more into Hi-Res Studios because I saw that this is like a spin-off of Paladins, which I have played before, only once, but it was enough to make an impression on me. And I saw that they also did Smite, so I dug a little bit into that, and I think it's not gonna be in the next few weeks yet, because I'm gonna tell you a few plans we have for the next weeks to come, but I think I've decided what my first ever MOBA is going to be. And it's going to be Smite, which is something that doesn't surprise me. For a while, I always considered Smite to be the first one, and this further convinces me. Like, I don't know, to make it a high-res triple threat or something. You know, Hi-Res Studios. Hey, Ducky, glad you can make it. We're talking about the plans for this week and for the future weeks. And yeah, Realm Royale, Paladins, Smite, they have very similar graphics. Hi-Res Studios has done more multiplayer games besides those, but those are the ones I'm interested in. And each and every one of them has an official channel here on Twitch, where a lot of streamers stream, and I've noticed that there's a lot of VTubers also streaming on those channels. Feels a lot like the official Lotro stream and the DDO stream, only bigger. And does, you know, with higher requirements to get in, if I were to ever be interested in getting in. If I am, it's gonna be a while anyway, because I mean, Paladins I've only played once. I'm only gonna check out Realm Royale for the first time, and then Smite also. So with that being said, yes, this week, alternating between Final Fantasy and other games. Tomorrow we'll have Master Duel. I know I still owe you that duel, Ducky. So we'll have that, especially now that you've learned more. Maybe you'll beat me. Maybe you'll beat me for all I know. Who knows? As long as it's fun, you know? And what was I going to say? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing like that? You have something up your sleeve. Bob, there you are. Glad you can make it too. You got a card up your sleeve, Ducky. Uh-huh. Oh, by the way, I built a new triple triad deck. We could take a look at it today. Here's hoping to good hands. Yes, yes. I didn't go like... I didn't build it myself exactly. I just had a bunch of new cards that I needed to use, and I let the game build it for me with the recommended cards, but it was about time I did that. And it's a good deck, yeah. I used it in one duel against Momodi, and that was it. New Lotro expansion! I am so out of the loop, I didn't know there was a new one. Oh, it's terrible to be out of the loop like this. I've been keeping up mostly with Fortnite news, of all things. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. I played a lot of that this weekend. And I pretty much finished all the Dragon Ball challenges and all the weekly quests and also all the Biden quests. I've been doing a lot, y'all. I've been doing a lot. Next time I play Fortnite, I can show you how much I unlocked. We're definitely gonna stream it again. Possibly for Battle Royale week and or the end of the season, which is next month. September 17, if I'm not mistaken. So, about 3 weeks to go for that. Yes, FF14 had a major update yesterday. I didn't read much into it because, well, I'm still in the early game. Like, it's not something that concerns me right now. I did update the game though. Like, I did it like after the update happened yesterday, later in the day, so it should be fine. Hashtag Island Life? Is that meant to be for Animal Crossing, or did you mean that for Fortnite, Flindrill? I've been playing, you reminded me, I've been playing New Horizons too. I've been doing dailies and stuff because I still need to complete the art section with Red. And there's only 2 fish I need, which are... Oh, FF14, really? There's only 2 fish I need, which come in September. They are 2 varieties of salmon. So, yeah. They gave us an island! Man, I can't help but think of Don Quixote for some reason. Like, you know, Sancho Panza was promised an island for being the herald of Don Quixote. Supposedly centered around the origin of the Nazgul. That sounds good. Seems like a prequel thing to Lotro though. To Lord of the Rings, I mean. But they've been doing stuff that goes beyond the timeline, sort of. 6.2 drop only chance they need to be considered about or changes to earlier MSQ stuff. I did see there was a cutscene with Alfie Nod where they added more dialogue or something. I don't think it's a cutscene I've seen yet though. Oh, what? Huh, I think it may have been talked about in a previous stream. Somebody mentioned it. It may have been you, Ducky, it may have been Bob, I don't know. Animal Crossing, Stardew Island type thing in FF14, it's nuts. Yeah, they're doing all sorts of things. Haven't played it in a hot minute, need to get back to your ninja? Yeah, you were on it, Bob. You were way ahead of me already. Already learned about the game. But that's the reason, but it's because I only played on the stream. Now, well, for the most part, you know, not counting like gold saucer visits or something like that. Oh yeah, no. I'm far away from being done with Realm Reborn, I imagine. As you will see when I log in. But yeah, to unlock Island Sanctuary Tile, you have to have beaten 6.0 MSQ. Alright, yeah, like it sounds exciting, but I know I'm very far away from it, and that's okay. Like, anything that has to do with housing or anything similar to it, I just leave that for much later. Like, it's just a side thing that I don't pay much attention to. Island Sanctuary? Yeah, we got Black Mage. Yeah. I already did the first quest of that. Not talking about the quest that makes you become a Black Mage. That's quest number 0 for me. But like, oh, this is one of my favorite songs, by the way. From Stream Beats Chiptune by Senpai Gaming, by the way, if you want to know what we're listening to. Mime Dance, it's called. You know, like a mime, the ones that are black and white and never speak. The level 35 one, there you are. That's the one I count as quest number 1 in the Black Mage quest line. I wanted to also talk about the future plans we have. So, yeah, this week we're gonna check out Realm Royale, tomorrow Master Duel, then Final Fantasy Friday, then Realm Royale Reforged, but also I'm going to be in a Dungeons & Dragons game session with a lot of other VTubers in the morning, well, morning my time, and that's going to be at the channel of ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕠𝕟𝕤. And don't worry, I will retweet that, I'll probably share it on the Discord as well, just to give you all the link and stuff. And then later in the day, we'll be going to RRR. A different starting time than usual, by the way, than the usual ones we've had for a while now, which is this starting time. It's gonna be at 7 Eastern. Good old D&D. You are the only FF14 streamer I'm watching right now, as the other one I used to watch is apparently falling off the earth. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bob. I hope they're well, but thank you for choosing your FF14 dimensional journeys, at least streaming dimensional journeys through me, your favorite superstar. Haha. Who may I ask? ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕠𝕟𝕤, it's spelled A-L-L-E-N-L-E-X, or I think you may be asking Bob. Ah, a certain elf. He's gonna come back, don't worry, he's gonna come back. He's already given a teaser about that if you want to see his Twitter. He may have posted it on the Discord actually, like on his Discord. But yeah, it's ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕠𝕟𝕤 VT. You weren't asking about that, but yeah. Anyway. Then for the weeks after, I think next week we're gonna check out Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, and a new season of Fall Guys is going to begin, so we're gonna have that too. And the remaining 2 days are probably gonna be FF14. I'm kinda putting Lotro like in the back seat. Not in the shelf, but in the back seat right now, so we're not having it still for a little while. Because I want to concentrate on one MMORPG, at least for now, maybe? I don't know. Yeah. He's not exactly returning the 26th from what I understand, but he is dropping information about that. So that's in 2 days, that's on Friday. Realm Royale is a battle royale game developed by Hi-Ray Studios, which is the same studio that developed games such as Paladins and Smite. And it's fantasy-based. You use, I think you use magic, I think you use crossbows, you throw axes. Looks very similar to Fortnite in many ways, but then also when you start looking into it, really, it's not. It's Realm Royale with an E at the end, by the way. Realm Royale, well, actually, I can just show you, like, coming to the screen here, and showing you, so these are the plans for this week, showing you the particular picture for it. From the logo you can tell, and from the back picture it kind of gives you an idea also. I mean, there's also like flintlock pistols or something like that, I think. So there is that. But pretty much fantasy based, that's what it is. That's what it is right there. Yeah, Erurin recommended it to me. He was the one that recommended it to me, and he's probably gonna drop by on the Saturday stream, so we can at least have a duo. And yeah, I think it's just like Fortnite in the sense that the maximum player number is 4. So you have squads of 4 as well. I'm hoping to have other people, if possible. We'll see if I do any solo games. I don't know how I'm gonna handle it, but we'll see. It begins 8/26. Yeah. Well, just keep posted to his social media and take a look at it. It's an exciting time. But yeah, let me see the calendar very quickly, actually, because there's something I wanted to say about future plans. Because there's something very important I have to mention about FF14. Let me see, I'm looking at my calendar right now. Okay, so I talked about next week, Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, Fall Guys new season, 2 days of FF14 probably. The week after that, it's going to be the week in which Kamen Rider Geats starts. So this is the newest Kamen Rider series that's going to start, September 4. And it's based on a Battle Royale sort of thing. Without going into too many details, the Desire Grand Prix it's called. And so I wanted to make it be a Battle Royale week in which I play nothing but Battle Royale video games. So either 4 or 5 days, I mean, depends. The ones that I have nominated for this are Fortnite, Rumbleverse, Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt if I like it, Realm Royale Reforged if I like it, and Apex Legends. So it could be 5 days of streams that week. Now, here's the thing, Final Fantasy XIV is not there, but you know what I want to do? Sort of an apology for that. Well, not really an apology, but sort of to make up for that and as an excuse to finally do this. The week after that, the week that starts with Sunday, September 11, I want that to be an entire Final Fantasy XIV week. In which I stream nothing. Oh, no, wait, actually, no. September 17 is the season finale of Fortnite, so maybe I won't do that. But otherwise, yeah, 3 streams of Final Fantasy XIV and then Fortnite. Yeah, and those are the plans for the next 3 or 4 weeks or so. I just wanted to mention that. Plans, however, plans, they may change. Oh, what? Everyone returning on Kaiden's stream? Well, it's not exactly a collab, it's more of an informal thing where he's helping me out. So there's that, Genshin 3.0 came out yesterday too. Yeah, so many things. Yeah, Rurin was saying it too, like, there's too many games. I mean, Destiny 2 has a major update going on. Also with the release on Epic Games, so they're doing a collab with Fortnite and Fall Guys. I played the Crucible game mode yesterday based on Destiny 2, and it's really a lot like Crucible. I really liked it. Yeah, as you say, Bob, Destiny 2 is dropping big stuff, so... I mean, when you become a fan of a lot of video games, you can't keep up with all of it. You can't keep up with all of it. He's gone down the rabbit hole, we got him. Ah. Who knows, maybe Star Wars The Old Republic is doing something right now? Adventure Quest 3D, ESO, are they doing something right now? I don't know, I haven't kept up with them in a while. Phantasy Star Online 2, I love that game, but I had to shelf it. You know what came to mind, actually? It's not holiday season, but I just thought about Elf on the Shelf, and I couldn't help but think of Rurin. You know, he's on the shelf right now because he's on a hiatus. He's gonna return soon, but he's the elf on the shelf. You can tell him I said that. Yeah, Lotro is doing something right now. I know, we're talking about that. Oh my god. So many games. There's just too many of them! Like Poe Dameron said in episode 9. That's why I like FF14. You can come and go when you need. Only small time events will not be there when you get back. Yeah. Other MMOs are like that too, to be fair, but yeah. Oh, and then World of Warcraft, who knows if they're doing anything. Have they launched Wrath of the Lich King Classic? I don't even know at this point. And yeah. And then VTuber Spheres also. VTuber Company is doing a thing. Production Kawaii is debuting a new wave. We're talking about video games, let's talk about other shit going on in other things. Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. So many things to keep track of, help me! I'm gonna die of overload. Hey, you know, those who live by the sword die by the sword. This is the sword I die by. And I die with a smile on my fucking face like Goku, okay? Yeah, actually, Goku, when he first died, he died with a smile on his face. Minor spoiler, but yeah. The first time he died, he was smiling, just like Goku would. Yeah, it was a huge week for Dragon Ball last week, also. So many news for so many things. I mean, Kamen Rider, I mentioned that. This weekend, they had the final episode of the current series, Kamen Rider Revice. The week after, Kamen Rider Geats starts. The Futon PI anime is still going on, not to even mention the manga that are going on, like the Futo Tante manga, you know, there's the anime and the manga, Kamen Rider Spirits, Kamen Rider Kuga, and then Black Sun happens this fall, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So many bloody things. When you become a fan of a lot of things, Bob, this is what fucking happens. This is your life. And then Dungeons & Dragons has a movie coming out soon, I think. And then Sonic Frontiers got a release date announced at last. For fuck's sake. I'm loving this conversation, by the way. We need to start every stream like this. Talking about news of everything and anything. Oh my god. Yeah, this is what I want. No, seriously. This is what I want, Maniacs. This is what I want, Superstars. Come in and talk about the things that you are excited about. that are making your lives exciting. That's what I live for. You know, like, oh my god, I'm so excited! This handsome streamer called ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒 is having a special Realm Royale Reforged stream this Saturday, and he's finally going to play D&D, and I can see that in Alex's channel. Oh my god, this is so exciting! Yes, 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 there you are. Oh, Gaiden-sama sticky. The Lotro expansion will be called Before the Shadow. That's a badass name. And that's a good name. Shadows of Angmar, it kind of calls out to that. There you are. There you are. Xenoblade 3 came out recently. I forgot about that too. My god. My god. The promo art shows the Nazgul riding into battle. Nice. Gonna have to read about that later. But this is also, you see, this is also why I kind of put Lotro in the back seat, because I've also spread myself too thin. Again, I've been mentioning Erur in every other sentence, but he said that he isn't playing Destiny 2 that much anymore because otherwise he spreads himself too thin, just like me. As much as he loves the game. And I loved the game too when I played it. Well, there's other reasons why I left it, but yeah. I wish I could play it right now. I saw somebody else streaming it, and they were at the tower area, and I was like, that area hasn't changed one bit. It looks the same as I remember. My god. So that was great. I can still picture the music of the tower from Destiny 2, by the way. I love that music. I love that song. That's a ruin with Lotro 2? Might be. Yeah. So, also because I'm starting to branch out. Well, I always had variety as my stream approach, but more than ever, I'm branching out beyond MMORPGs by playing more Battle Royale games or more stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. We may see some single-player games appear on the stream. It's been a while since I played a single-player game, I guess. Not counting Civilization in single-player, I guess. A game that is like 100% single-player. It has no multiplayer option. So yeah. With that in mind, I think it's best if I only have one MMORPG or a main one that like is there every week. Or like almost every week. Where I think I always will be more of a Warframe guy than Destiny. It was fun. What is Warframe doing now? For all I know, they're doing an update too. Excuse me. It's fun when I tried it, but I don't know if it will be worth it if you take away content. Yeah, that's something I didn't like about it. There were understandable reasons for doing that, but then missing out kind of sucks. I didn't get to do all the content that the game had to offer by the time they removed it. So I just had to drop away. I was like, I'd rather invest time in something that is not gonna take things away. But the game was getting big. That was one of the reasons. I'm ever gonna play FPS? I could. I want to stream Paladins again, Bob, actually. So that, I think that would count as FPS. And it's been a while. I mean, I think I literally only streamed it once. It's there in one of the clips, actually. Would totally play me in Civ. I don't know if I would actually play multiplayer, Ducky. It's a completely different experience. I prefer to play it in single player. And these days, I think it's not that good for streaming for a bunch of reasons. Especially the way I play it. I just like to sort of relax while I'm doing it. Maybe just watch another person's stream. And also, there's some shenanigans with the mods I do, so I have to use the in-game editor in Civ 5. Sort of do some things. Some people may consider that cheating, I don't know. But it's because some mods glitch, because I just play with loads and loads of mods. But it's been fun streaming it for sure. And then Civ 6. I mean, I haven't played that one in a while. Again, too many bloody games, too many things to keep track of. Oh, yes. Hey, you know, just as we are so excited about these things, I wanted to be doing the same with the streams. Oh, referring to FPS with story like Halo. Something like Halo I think might be a while before I do it. Halo multiplayer though, that would be great. I wonder if I would play that with mouse and keyboard. I mean, I've only ever played Halo on console. I had fun with it. I played Halo 3, Halo Reach, and Halo 4 on the Xbox 360, and they were all a lot of fun. Oh my god, they were great. Customizing your Spartan, you know. I've said it before, and I'll say it as many times as necessary. Part of the reason why I'm a Kamen Rider fan is because I love outfits that are like with a helmet that completely covers the face like that. That is like a complete armor in that way, and the helmet and the visor or the visor almost make like a face together, you know, like the stormtroopers, like the Spartans, like the Kamen Riders, like Super Sentai, like a lot of tokusatsu, like some superheroes like Iron Man. I love those things so much, so much. If I weren't so focused on what I have here as my brand, as my identity, really, I wouldn't mind having a VTuber model that looks that way too, you know? That's why I love tokutubers that have that too. But yeah. Where do I even get started with that? We haven't even started playing FF14, but it's fine, you know, we're doing just chatting here, talking about important things. But I think we're about to get into the game right now. But yeah, we gotta keep talking about exciting things going on in the worlds that we travel, in the dimensions we are in. And yeah, I encourage you to talk about them even if I'm not into them. I remember recently when the Obi-Wan Kenobi series was going on, some of you mentioned Stranger Things Season 4 finale. I'm not interested in Stranger Things at all, but it sounds like an exciting time to be in, you know? The one time I saw Arurin playing Halo, he seemed to be super loving the story. He was in Halo 4. I remember he was playing a Halo strategy game. But from what I hear, he's had a lot of investment in Halo as well. So yeah, it's something he's into, I think. So there's that. Well, you got me excited already at the start of the stream. I mean, I pretty much start every stream excited because I'm streaming and that makes me excited. But yeah, you put it another step beyond that. So yeah, thank you for that. We gotta talk about this. You've actually given me good ideas of what to do. These dimensions we walk, what are we, planeswalkers? Hell yeah. What is planeswalkers from? From D&D or Destiny or... Sounds familiar, but I can't specifically place it. And after that, I need to drink a little bit of water. I'm gonna drink in a moment. Oh, Magic the Gathering. There you are. There you are. Oh yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has an anime going on right now. Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. So, Kaiden, how many streams till Ren Reborn ends? That's a good question. I don't know. Hey, at least I'm not doing side quests, so it's not gonna be as long as it usually takes for me to finish these things. So, I don't know. But I'm hoping to have a week with at least 3 Final Fantasy XIV streams, so yeah. And hey, again, I'm also focusing mostly on FF14, not spreading it across like 4 or 5 MMOs while I'm playing that. Again, what I said about shelving, or well, backseating Lotro, so may not be that long. Hopefully not. We're focusing on that. So that's the thing. Okay, let me drink some water right now. We're gonna have a 90-second ad break in a moment. Man, you know what I didn't even mention? Pro wrestling also. Like, we're talking about fandoms, things that people are excited about. I'm a huge pro wrestling fan, but there's just way too much to keep up with. Oh yeah, and then also New York by Night, Vampire the Masquerade Tabletop. There's a season finale this week. This Friday, they have a season finale. Oh my god. And then professional wrestling, Kenny Omega returned recently. CM Punk is back in action, so they have 2 All Elite Wrestling World Champions. They're gonna be unifying the title soon. I haven't been watching, I just been seeing the news. And then other things that I can't even mention here. WWE is having a rebirth of its brand, sort of. Oh my god, like... The G1 Climax ended recently in New Japan Pro Wrestling. The N1 Victory Tournament is happening in Pro Wrestling Noah. There's an IWGP Women's World Championship introduced to Stardom Wrestling. Oh my god. Too many things. If you had some ads while I was talking about it, I was just going excited about some things in pro wrestling, about the many things going on right now in all those dimensions. By the way, the Other Dimensions channel on the Discord is meant to be for that sort of conversation too. You can talk about that. I've talked a little bit about Obi-Wan Kenobi and tabletop stuff there. You were enjoying it till you got to a point where you have to raid? That kind of annoyed you, been putting off going back to it? Crystal Palace thing or something? Okay. Well, you have a companion in Vlindrel right there. Really easy mode now, really. That's good to hear. That's good to hear though. But yeah. We're gonna be launching the game soon, by the way, don't worry. Oh, and I'm not having tea right now, by the way, but I will be preparing it later. I'll go in a little AFK break as I usually do, and then I'll prepare it. But it's gonna be a bit later. It's not gonna be in the usual time, actually. Or actually, no, it might be. It might be. I need to check on something. Bam, bam, ba, 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 bam. Remember when we used to start the stream with this song? Now I have a different one, but this was still the stream starting song. But yeah, like... Major things in pro wrestling, you know, a major tournament ending, another one starting, new championships introduced, wrestlers coming back, championships getting unified. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more about that when we stream Rumbleverse again, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna stream that one again. But yeah. When this song ends, we're gonna launch FF14, by the way. You'll get to it, man. Wait to see if some people can join you for it. Alright. Hopefully I get people to play that with. I mean, there's a matchmaker, right? They will find people for you to play with. But yeah, I get that you may want to have people you know, if it's like that. But yeah, Final Fantasy XIV Buried Memory Patch 6.2. Your spouse also needs to run it. You should make them unlock it. There you go. So you may be getting a superstar squad after all. Haha. 24 people, it'll fill all roles. It takes like 15-20 minutes. That's not a lot of time. I expected that to be longer, but that's good. That's good, honestly. Yeah. You know, the age of like raids taking 2 to 3 hours should be over, because a lot of people just don't have that time and they deserve to be able to play the game regardless. Although, you know, classic servers should always be a thing, but yeah. Okay. The 24-man raids are meant to be casual, especially the older content. I'm guessing if you go for a higher difficulty like Savage or whatever it's called, whatever the other ones are called, that's when it gets longer, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you do flashpoints in SOTOR, correct me if I'm wrong, Blin, it still takes you a couple hours, I think. So, yeah. Quite a time investment. I mean, some people are able to have it. For example, I'm going into D&D this Saturday. D&D is rarely ever something that's going to be like 20 minutes. It's going to be several hours long. So yeah, like we can expect the D&D stream to be like 3 to 4 hours, which is usually my stream running time, funny enough. So there is that. There is that. I'm scared of messing up and getting yelled at in chat. Happened to me way too many times in other raids and other MMOs. I hope that doesn't happen. From what I hear, Final Fantasy XIV communities don't tend to be that way, but don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. But then it's split up by boss instead of doing one stupidly long dungeon. Okay, Savage is the hard progression stuff. 14 is better than other communities, but still has their jerks. Yeah, like, it's a huge game. There's a lot of people. When you have a game with so many players, it's inevitable to have some jerks in it. I haven't gotten yelled at even once in FF14, so there you go, though. Even with that in consideration, for the most part, yeah. It's kind of like a small world also, sometimes. Even something as large as this, if somebody is a jerk, it's not a village like some MMOs used to be, but if somebody is a jerk, their name will sort of get blacklisted. At least that's what I found. And I feel like FF14 is the same, especially when you have servers, right? Each server is its own village, you might say. For better and for worse, maybe, but I would say, yeah. People have a way of blacklisting that, of keeping track of those things. I don't know how they do it personally, but yeah. FF14 is the best in that regard. Almost never have had that happen to me, and one friend I know has had experiences like that. Different experiences, as you see. You have people yell at you over things that were not your fault. Shout out to the healer making me wait for them to cast stones. Came 2 between each pull. Yeah, don't blame your healer if somebody else screwed up. The classic blame the healer thing. Something to look forward to for me, maybe, because I'm gonna be a healer as an astrologian. Still gonna be a while before that, though. Still gonna be a while. Like, I'll need to subscribe also before that, because that's, like, past level 60. There's no hurry. People say Lotro has a better community than most too, but even in Lotro, raiders get really mean sometimes. Yeah, Lotro is closer to being a village than FF14 is, I would say. Because the player base is smaller. But... no, and imagine, it gets smaller still when you divide them by servers. So there's that. Astro is actually a Heaven Sword job. You can get it as a free-to-play. Oh, okay. I got that wrong, or I remember that wrong. Alright. I want to play Triple Triad against someone. Well, actually, we don't need to do it here. We can go to where we need to go. Is the volume low in the game to anyone? The game volume has felt low to me recently. But the thing is, it gets louder when I get into certain battles. Hold on, let me see. Audio. Alright, I'm going to increase the master volume ever slightly. Or no, I think it's just the background music that is like that. Do you mind if I have spoiler cards for Triple Triad? Myself, I don't mind playing, but I'm still free to play, so I can't play against other people. If you want to play against me, I can't. I can play against Wymont over here, though. But I don't mind spoiler cards. I probably wouldn't even recognize what the spoiler is. Maybe. But yeah. That's why I was talking about, like, being here to play Triple Triad, because it needs to be against certain NPCs. AST also starts at level 30. Well, I'll want to complete Black Mage first, maybe. And you gotta do some other requirements before that. So it's not just a matter of the level. Or correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. If you take one wrong step, you get screwed over by the whole high-end community? That's how it is on Landy, that sucks. Yeah, still haven't accepted Ruin's offer. I have my reasons, and they are good reasons. I did accept his offer, though. I did accept his offer to buy me some emotes, and this is a good opportunity to show them off again. Letorenja! Ajigen Kaiden! Haha! Red Ranger. There's so many other poses, but I don't have the space to put them all here. Let me see if I... There you go. Black Ranger pose B. And then there's Black Ranger... hold on. Black Ranger pose A. Yeah. Yes, I haven't taken a cup of tea in-game. Let's do that. I'm gonna drink some Lapsang Souchong Black. Cheers, everyone. By the way, did anybody notice in the multi-dimensional portal screen that I had a new tea today? For this week? A golden sort of tea. Take a look at it. It looks great. It can represent many types of tea like that. Thank you so much for the people that made the assets. Their credits are in the credits panel down below. And I also have the power up. Yeah! Senkai Boost! More Dragon Ball for your Dragon Balls. What the hell does that mean? You've seen that on Gladden too? We in Redemption are trying to change that though. Goal is to get the entire kin through tier 3. Only ASC requirements are to be level 30, beat your first classes, level 10 class quests, and get to Ishgard. That's it. Well, since I'm in the Black Mage questline, I will want to conclude that before I get to Astrologian. You know, I'm like that. I don't want to leave Black Mage incomplete before I transition. Will ask for uncalled for others outside the kin as well. You have a great kin, Mist. Are you the leader of the kin? Redemption, I assume, is the name? Makes me think of Gag's song Redemption. Redemption! You know, that's the theme of a Final Fantasy VII video game. So, speaking of Final Fantasy, I already have 2 of those prerequisites, yeah. But yeah, I accepted a ruins offer for this. Yeah, those are cool emotes, Bob. Can you level 2 classes at once? I don't know if you can do that. But it's more about seeing the story. That's what I mean. And I'll have to keep leveling up for that. Alright, let's face Wymont. I wanted to show you my new deck. It's not extremely different than others, but there are some differences. Mostly these 2 cards here. So, let's see. Wymond. I nearly always win against him. So let's see, we're gonna try this with the Ixal. What to do here? Best thing I can do is this. Momodi. Where can I put this one? The Adamantoise, as I say. I can't capture Momodi right now. So the best I can do, I think, is this, I think. For the 7 and the 5. Okay, that's not good. He's gonna beat me. He's gonna beat me here. I have bad placements here, so I'm gonna go for a rematch, I think. Well, this is a red win. I want to see what he says when he wins, actually. There are times when I hold back, like when I need to keep my opponent sweet. This wasn't one of the times. Yeah, I don't think I've seen his win dialogue before. I just wanted to see that. Alright, hold on, let's do a rematch. You gotta go, unfortunately, Bob. It's been a great conversation. Have a good time with whichever dimension you're traveling to. It's an exciting time everywhere. I'll see you around. Let's see, I can't capture that, so let's put the Ixal here. The same place as last match, actually. But can I capture Momodi right now? No, I can't. Man, this sucks. The best I can do is this, I guess. Oh, that was actually not a good idea. Well, I can do this at least. Could be better, could be worse. And that's the best I've got. He wins again. Hey, I see you, Glandalus. Hold on, I gotta win, damn it. I gotta win. So you're a part of it, you co-lead it. Okay. Hollow is singing in my head. Where is that from? You are led by an inner council of 6 people, hopefully 7 soon. Nice. Sounds like a round table there. Shizuka ni sora ni kaeru anata no sugata wo hakanai omoide wa nami ni hochite yuku. Let's do this. Actually, that may have been a mistake. Is this a draw? No, this is a win for me. Alright. I don't know what our record is in total. Like, not just these matches, but all the matches I've had against Wymond. Anyway, let's get back to the Black Shroud. I don't remember this in Gridania. No, this is not Gridania. This is in the middle of the wilderness in Quarry Mill. Right. Oh, yes, we were helping the refugees. Right. Now I remember. Let's continue helping those refugees and stuff. And the elementals are being very, very bad to them. You haven't played Triple Trials as an NPC flipped my fave card and I jerked in my chair so hard I got whiplash. Ouch. That's something that can happen, Flynn. Yeah. Hollow or the Engrane song for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Ah. Gotcha. You totally understand, got to get those cards? Yeah. Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarrymill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to little Alamigo. Blasted! Would that I'd known what he was thinking. I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Oh, Galleon, we were about to fix you up, man! Ah! Out in the wilds, alone! That fool! That great big sentimental fool! My men and I will scour the woods for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. I gotcha, fam. Let's track down Galleon. We go over here. Yes, to the southeast. He ain't heavy, it says. We can start the fate, but I'm not gonna do that, of course. Let's get back to the action. Here's my chocobo Cosmo. Let's increase that timer with a crystal green. Always with a constant companion. Ideally, we're having superstar squads with us. That's what it's all about, too. Galleon, what have you gotten yourself into? Come on, we have your antidote. Watch out! A goblin! Yosh, Ikuzo! Time to fight. Ikuze! Fighto! Tatakai no toki wa ima. Tatakai no toki ga kita. Goblin ambusher, eh? Are there more? Yes, 6.2 is out. Miss, we were going crazy. Well, you were sort of there, but we were going crazy with all the things coming out for all sorts of things, like... Ah! Which means more MSQ. Nice. Galleon! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamigans, and Alamigans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamigan soil again, together or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I will see you back at Quarrymill. Enjoy and lets you start with the island? Yeah. There's your island. Pam 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 pam. That's the New Horizons theme song, by the way. Animal Crossing. Maybe I should sing a KK Sliders song. On me, way, on me, wait, me, need me, oh. That sounds terrible. I'm sorry. Bum, bum, bum. How much gil to make you stand in my island singing that all day? I don't know, Flynn. I have 42,000 gil. Maybe a million or I don't think you need to pay me to make me do that, actually. Galien is expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take to the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can be choosers. Right, what should we get here? Altered goatskin moccasins. Hopefully that blends better than what I had. Let me see. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, that looks better than the other shoes did. You just wasted all your gil anyways? Yeah. Ooh, you start the island in the main hub of Endwalker. Should be a quest there. There you go. Oh my gosh. What have you gotten missed into? Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo? That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundobald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Yes, and now we're back to that. Little Alamigo was in Tanalan, if I recall correctly, but I could be very wrong about that. Let's have a look. No, yeah, it's in southern Tanalan right there. Literally right here. We can teleport immediately to it. Clueless Crier. Aha. Now we're chilling though, compared to how it was at the start of the stream, as I was going nuts over a lot of things, which is, hey, I can do that all day, like Captain America would say. Yeah, like, that's what I live for, seriously. I'm so excited about that because I live to be in a life surrounded by those things. Surrounded with such excitement and eventfulness. I don't know if that's a word, eventfulness, but you get the idea. That's what I live for. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. What about this letter of recommendation? You spoke with Mefrit? It has been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. Well be praised. Whoever you are, Mefrit sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefrit is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. Much appreciated, Gundobald. I love his look, by the way. He looks like such a grizzled veteran and stuff. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts. They are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. You found Mario? Mario of the Super Mario Brothers? Is that a player dressed up as Mario? It's a me, Mario. Gundobald sent you. Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... Oh, you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bird's name around like that and expect me to not think I'm in for it. Well, that was exactly what I was going to ask you about, so thank you. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Yahoo! Reminds me of the days I roleplayed as Mario. Or, well, not roleplayed so much as did an impression. Well, no, it was roleplay. What am I saying? My impressions of Mario. I don't think I can do them as well anymore. If I even did them well in the first place. There's still a clip there, actually, of a little bit of my Mario impressions from VR chat. Would be fun maybe to do it again, but if I ever stream VR chat again, it's not gonna be like that. Believe me, I would love to stream VR chat because I can export myself as a model there. Did you know that? I'd have to see the tutorials for that again. Maybe they're outdated now, and you have to do things differently or you can't do it anymore. But as far as I know, you know, if you're a VTuber, or you have a VTuber model at least, you can export yourself there like that. So as you see me right now, I'll probably do it in a different color palette. One that has the purple hair. Maybe the one that has the more white outfit or the purple gold outfit. But I would love to be in VR chat like that. I just need to get a better headset, and that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Oh, hell no. Not just because of the microphone in the headset that I would probably be using, but also because of the tracking. Because it always looked like I was standing on my tiptoes when I walked. Like, the tracking was just kind of weird. On that model in particular, on those exported models. It wasn't the model itself, I'm pretty sure. No, Vlindril. If you're asking me, no. In general, I don't like horror. It's not my thing. Even though I look like a goth sometimes, especially in this outfit. Hey, don't judge. Just because someone is a goth doesn't mean they're into horror. Sorry. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. That could be bad, actually, but alright. Tailbot? Tailbot? That sounds like a bot on Twitch or something. Oh, you use VR chat for horror worlds? You could have dragged me around? Oh man, you would scare the hell out of me. I mean, it could be an entertaining experience in that way, but yeah. I feel like at some point, when I do VR content more frequently, which I would love to, I'd have to play something horror related. Is Phasmophobia available in VR? I think I've seen that it has VR, or it was another horror game that had VR, but that was like multiplayer and a different experience every time you played it. I don't remember which one it was. Anyway, there's a bunch being skulking about, right? Suspicious, like, but I got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble, and that there's trouble. Mark me words. No, sorry. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble. Mark me words. And that there's trouble. I was reading it wrong, sorry. And that there is trouble, is the way he was saying it. Phasmo is in VR and they're rehauling it. But last time I played it gave me bad motion sickness. Only game to ever do so, really. If you're getting motion sickness in VR, something is wrong with the software you're using. I mean, the video game or the experience you're doing in VR. Because VR by itself doesn't do that. Headsets don't do that. So it's in the game's fault or the experience you're going through. We can't call them all games. So software is the best word I have for it. However, lots of people with Phasmo the only game to make them sick. If they're rehauling it, then that's good then. Alright, before we go on with this though, I gotta go AFK for a little bit. The game registers me as crouching because you're too short. Oh my god, that is terrible. They need to rehaul that. That's terrible. What the hell, dude? You should be able to set your height if possible also. I mean, VR chat has the option, right? So yeah. Alright. I will be back as always, Maniacs. Stay connected to the Tajigen Temple. Will I be able to win this fight just by fighting range like this? I think the enemy just has no way to get to me. That was so funny. Oh, and we leveled up. That is so funny. That is so funny. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that level up. Oh, wait. I'm gonna put a stream marker here. Let this be a clip. It was all red and with all those... Whoa! Weaver? What happened to you? Did you fall? Mohas has been defeated. What happened? But yeah, there was a... Oh, the elevator. Did the elevator crush you? I come back and your body is just there and your droid is just looking at you. That's priceless. You just thought you could survive it. Oh, you jumped. You jumped. Okay, okay. Mohas has been defeated. Defeated by gravity. Yeah, for example, like the jump I'm making now. But that one was higher. Yeah. Defeated by gravity. Whoa, did you see that jump? It's because I was kind of facing the other way. But that was such a cool looking jump. I like that. That was such a cool looking jump. We need to try that again. Hold on. Let me try it. See how it looks? Yeah! That is so sick looking. I like it. Oh. I'm gonna try to do a jump like that now, all the time. Oh, and we have some floaty bodies. That's the power of the force for you, I guess. Bodies are just floating like that. Did you see that? Oh, I have to clip that. Oh man, I can't clip that. I can't do that right now. Did you see how they died? All right, now we're at the end game. Oh my glory. Oh, that was so good. I can't clip that. I'm playing. I can't. Where are we? We are hold on. 43 minutes into the stream. I'm gonna try to remember that for the VOD. And I can maybe clip it there. What is that guy doing? Just walking there briskly. No, like they used the... Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I can already do a video with what I'm doing right now. But I think they may be better if I get more of a following. Otherwise, people are not gonna care for this random to just stare at your face like that. Stare into your soul in this way. Like so. Yeah. Like, why would a random person just see the beauty and madness of the cosmos like this? Why would they? Now. Oh, you're saying static? Ooh, I don't know about that. I actually don't know about that. But alright, since the majority of the people in the chat here are saying static. Oh no, Pietro. Well, he did give me a gift, that's true. That makes it worse, damn it. My goodness, what have you done? What have you maniacs done? It was a trap. What have you done, you maniacs? Why did I listen to you? Why should I listen to the chat? Common streamer mistake. Yeah. I shouldn't have listened to you. 60, but let's try 49. Yes, we got it! I didn't expect to get it! That's what I'm talking about! Let's go! I have to choose which one. A beehive chimp. A pair of brats. Okay, let's not attack that corporal first. It's a silver enemy. Oh, jeez, we have a lot of enemies aggroed. Do we have anything? Yeah, I figured. I got the feeling there was something on the environment. Oh, yes, that I could use. Did you see that? Now, that's good crowd control right there. That's what I call crowd control. Beautiful. Yeah. Pay attention to the environment. Here, so let's see if I can only aggro one of them. Oh no, I couldn't. Okay, here we go. Let's focus. Oh, jeez. Okay. Is Jorgen dead? Oh, jeez. Okay. This is bad news. This is really bad news. Jorgen, save me! Save me! Jorgen, you're supposed to be a healer. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. We killed one, but we're not gonna make it. Ah! Ah! Jorgen! Kill me! What are you doing, man? My gosh! This is gonna be so close one way or the other. Wow! That was so close! That was a hell of a fight! Ah, but how beautiful it is to be using a lightsaber as red as my passion for the dark side of dimensions. Yes. I can't commit to subscriptions like that right now. Like, yeah, I could have a month and then just cancel it, but I hate doing that. Especially because it's gonna be a rabbit hole for me, and then after that month, I'm just gonna be... I want to play this game, but I can't play it anymore. I'd rather not play it in the first place and just avoid that. No, give me my game back. I'd rather just avoid that, you know? It's the blasted rabbit hole. Indeed. Oh, Force Storm. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. That's my AoE. Yes, Boron, you are right. Unlimited power. There is only passion. Peace is alive.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Many believe that the strength of the Barghest lay in their howl. While it is true their howls are dangerous, the power of their eyes is equally dangerous. With but a gaze, they have been known to strike a deep feat. Ooh, welcome back. Thank you for waiting, everyone. As usual, I am heating the water for my tea right now. So, I'll have to excuse myself for a moment again as I usually do, but shouldn't be as long as that. So, let's talk to Gundobald here. Continuing where we left off. Oh, by the way, the tea I'm having is Ceylon Black. Good old Ceylon Black today. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. Ah, yes, I need to do the tea emote. Thank you for the reminder. Yes. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once born within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time. Though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learned aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. I think I'm gonna get a high potion. A chemical after a certain instantly cures most instances of paralysis. I'm gonna just get a high potion instead. Thing seems to have what I need here. Yes, let's drink again. And yes, this time, the Salem Black. There you are. Oh wait, Ducky, did you refer to the tea emote for Twitch? Yes. Yes. That one, want to buy tea emote indeed. I want to buy it. That is one that I would have to commission, yeah. I definitely need to have that. Yeah. Myself drinking tea. It will have to be commissioned, yeah. I mean, it can be done in the same style as a TPFU fun. For now, use this one. This is the most we can do. It would have to be in that same style as that emote right there. It's a Twitch global emote, so you can definitely use it. That is a perfect reference for what I would do for the emote when I commission it. Yeah, because I was thinking the first emote I commission, or well, not the first I commission, but like the next one I commission, what is it gonna be? And that's probably a good idea. Yeah. That's probably a good idea. Ooh, gonna get a velveteen cowl, and it looks terrible, so I think I'm gonna have to use my prisms very soon. I think it looks terrible. Let me try it on. Oh, no. Yeah, when I finish this quest and get that, but I need it. The stats are good. There you are. You can also do it like that, Ducky. That's a good idea. Hey, adventurer. You done talking with the old bear? I got a message for you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundobald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. Uh-huh, alright. I mean, you're right next to Gundobald. How can he not hear you say that? You probably talked in a whisper or something. I think the water is almost ready. Almost. Okay, the blue craggy area is over there. Wait, blue. Why did I say blue? Just the craggy area. Why am I thinking blue? I'm thinking of blue quests or something. I don't know why. Alright, give me a second. I think the water is almost ready. So let me go get it. Yush, yush, let's see. Let's get back to it. In 5 minutes, I take away the infuser from the teapot, as usual. Let's begin making our way there. Let me use a Giselle Green for my chocobo. Oh, I gotta be still for that. There we are. And speaking of the chocobo, let's just use Cosmo here. The time will come in which I will get a different mount as well. And change my chocobo's look. But that time is not yet here. Not yet here. I still dislike how it changes the music. Is there a setting to disable that? If I want to hear like the music of the area? As fun as the song is. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. There is? Alright. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Curl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him! Well, well, well. I don't know if he has good intentions or bad intentions here, honestly. Let's do a nice AoE for this. Good thing they don't have a healer. Who's next? You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. Just let me talk to you, damn it. I'm here to help you. System settings sound, play music when mounted. Thank you. So it's right here. Ah, there it is. Alright. You see how much I pay attention to things? Enable city-state BGM in residential areas. Should I enable that? That sounds, I'm not sure if I should enable that. That sounds like a good, effect. City-state. No, I think it kind of like, takes away some things. Residential areas is the housing areas. Oh, alright, yeah. Alright. I was thinking residential areas was something else. Alright. Something entirely different than that. You wouldn't? Alright. I'd rather everything have its own unique song if it has it, rather than the same song that I can hear in Gridania and ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒𝕒𝕒𝕠𝕟𝕤 if the residential areas have their own music as well. So I'll leave it at that. Oh shoot, I didn't notice what time it was when I started brewing the tea. I don't know how many minutes have passed. I think there's like 2 minutes left. I mean, if I overbrew it by like an extra minute, that's not so bad. What I don't want to do is underbrew it. I'd rather overbrew than underbrew it. Some people are the opposite. So yeah, your mileage may vary, but that's the way I approach it. Attacked by Wilred and his cronies? That they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Okay, here's the cowl. I'm gonna have to interrupt things because... Oh, actually no. Wait, did I get the wrong one? Because it's not changing anything. What did I get here? Did I get the wrong one by any chance? Because it is better than what I had. Yeah, the Velveteen Cowl. But it doesn't consider that to be the best equipment I can get, so there you go, whatever. I'll trust the game. They have a shared theme? Alright. The cowl may not be as good as it takes both body and head slot. Ah, right, because I'm using the head slot right now. This, never mind. I remember it was like a cone hat of some sort, but alright. Gundobald needs your help to rein in the young ones of Little Alamigo. Wilred mentioning obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Hold on, let me get the tea out. I think it's ready now. Doesn't matter much at your level anyways. Alright. What matters to me is the way I look, okay? Fashion Fantasy 14. Final Fashion 14. What have you? Whichever way you want to say it. You still retain the alliteration, right? Fashion comes first, that's right. What I was concerned by was getting something that looked terrible. So I would need to use a prism for that, and I only have so many. I think Rurin did say, or maybe it was you, Doki, or Mist, that you wanted to give me a bunch of them. Hundreds of them, I think. But again, I still need to subscribe for that. So not yet. And I think he did have like a lot of purple dice waiting for me. Anyway, Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundobald, Bertiliana, God's preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout and they... The whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffered because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamigans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred. He saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. Because right now, like, the pants I'm wearing, they're alright. They're alright. But there are some that I think fit me better. Like the ones I was wearing before, I think. So, the intentions of the youth. Alright, I'm gonna put on my hat, I'm gonna take my skateboard, and talk to them. How do you do, fellow youths? It's me, the other youth. I wanna talk to you. It's the first thing that came to mind for some reason. How do you do, fellow teenagers? It's all rad, isn't it? Yeah, some gnarly stuff happened to your friend. We are going to bust them up. That's what they say on the streets these days, eh? That's so silly. Oh, that's so cringe. That's so cringe. Sorry about that. But I'm not sure what I'm looking for here. I'm not necessarily talking to people. There's a lot of side quests. I want to do them so badly. Actually, the leave meat here. If there's something I should do off the stream, maybe it's this. Because I'm still saving the side quest for future stream or something. But alright, we're going to that area. Alright, the map showed me that area there. So that's where I go with my skateboard and my cap. Carefully avoiding the ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 that we have right here. Oh wait, where am I supposed to go here? Hold on. Oh, no, I got it completely wrong. It was inside the... Alright, we can go from here. We can enter from here. And ascertain the intentions of the youth. Hunting knife. They're gonna raid the camp if they can. And it's not a good idea because they may not be properly prepared. I get that they're angry, but... Riled lass. They are riled up. How do you do, fellow youth? What those animals did to Bertliana is unforgivable. And to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilred to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Or maybe that's what the ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 wanted to do. They wanted to provoke them to get them to do something rash. Since she said lizards, I'm guessing it was the ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤. I'm not sure if Bertliana said specifically it was the ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤. Tailbot, which is still the name of a... Well, it ends with bot, so it just makes me think of a bot or something, right? If he has to do a CAPTCHA... If he has to do a CAPTCHA test, he will probably not pass it. He has to prove he's human, right? He would not be able to pass that. Which ones are the traffic lights? I don't understand what this is. I gotta choose the pictures of boats. Error 404. I don't know what that is. What am I supposed to search for now? Can't find anything else. This fellow just doing push-ups here. This person here. Ugh. 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 Yeah. Ugh. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. I would only be able to do like 3 of them, and then I would just pass out. Well, I wouldn't pass out. That's hyperbole, but that would be it for me. I would be like, my stomach hurts so much, my jiggly stomach. Are push-ups good for burning abdominal fat? You would think so because of where it hurts. Or well, planks are more the thing, yeah. Some days here and there I've been doing some 30-40 second planks. Well, 30 seconds really. I should try them out again. Almighty Ralgar, Lord of Destruction, We implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Hello again, my friend. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Crystals? What are you doing? Well, we are saying in the title there's crystals. Hello there, Sierra. I see you, Blin. Good to have you here. Glad you could make it. Hello, fellow youth. How do you do? If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as ℠𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟𝕠 content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map? The map I found already, I imagine. He went through me. Did you see that? He just walked through me. That's so rude. When you play an MMO, you want to avoid doing that against other players, you know? Like, step aside if you see you're gonna clash. It's just courtesy, okay? Don't you walk through people? You're supposed to, like, avoid that. It's just a little courtesy, okay? Didn't your mother ever teach you MMO manners? MMO manners, that's a great alliteration there. How dare you walk through me? Like a ghost? Gone. The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it that they mean to do? I have some bad news. What is it? What is this about some crystals? If they're talking about crystals in Final Fantasy, I mean, that's gotta be something powerful. What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Sandrak. Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded after all. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Give me a second here. I'm pouring my tea to my thermos. I have it in a thermos and I also have it in some mugs. So I put at least a little bit on the thermos so I can have some tea that will remain warm for a while. Thermos are so helpful. What is the plural for thermos? It's just thermos, right? Is it thermi? Thermoses? Like, well. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Imagine doing push-ups with those shoes. That's gotta be tougher. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I was hoping you would do 14. Oh, now squats because it's Final Fantasy 14. Well, you probably did 14. I started counting later. Yeah! I haven't done squats in a while either. I should probably do that. I mean, it's an easy sort of exercise. Easy in the sense that you can get to it immediately. You don't need equipment. Oh, but this though, sit-ups are like... Your whole body is on fire. Your abs are definitely on fire. Again, could be good for burning that fat, and I need to work on doing that. Yeah! You're burning it! You're burning it, Flynn! Sierra! That's not exactly workout gear though, so it's like it becomes extra harder, right? No, yeah, I remember a while ago, it's been a while now, but I was in a ballet play. I was not there as a dancer necessarily, more like an actor, but I did have to perform a little bit of dancing and I had to get in shape to an extent. And one of the things we were kind of doing sometimes, well, not really all the time, it was an optional thing that the trainers were recommending to us, was to do push-ups, but your hands were forming a diamond. Diamond push-ups. Can't fight crime if you ain't cute? Hell yeah. Fashion Fantasy 14, look at those effects. So the diamond push-ups, they become a lot more difficult when you do them. There was this guy that was just like so crazy and was doing them nearly all the time. But yeah, diamond push-ups. Ugh. Reminds me of that a little bit. I mean, we're talking about crystals and all that here, right? But alright. That was fun, Blend. But we must get going here. Let's see where we exit. There's no fast travel there, right? No chocobo, no crystal. Well, speaking of chocobo, now that I disabled that, that's better too. I mean, there's no background music right now, and I actually do like the chocobo music, but I'd rather have the ambientation and the background music of the area I'm in as is. As it is. Wilred is not gonna believe that I'm there to help him, though. Just following you because I need a break from island. Oh, alright. Hope your island goes well. No, I'd love to visit it if I'm able to. Not sure if I have any requirements, if free-to-play players are not able to. I don't know. Well, let's go, Cosmo. Oh, and let me use another Gazelle Green to increase that timer to 58. Wilred, you're doing madness. You're not prepared. Ugh. Level 31. We can do this. Surely. Well, it's gonna level sync me, but yeah. I might not have some of the skills I had. Wilred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We... Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Rylgr, to summon him, just like the Masked Man taught us. Oh, this was the Masked Man's doing. We can always try sometime? Alright. If you're fine with that, of course. That depends on you. We plotted to sneak into Sandrak and make off with the Lizardman's cash, but they caught us and so many dead. God forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. Well, well, well. I regret our young ones' transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the ℂ𝕝𝕝𝕒𝕝𝕝 people. This hope I will guard with my life. Time to fight. Right, I was gonna try to be diplomatic, but okay. Duty commenced! I hope you like some fire because you're gonna get it with my AoE. Die! Burn! Muero! Oh, that's it for the fire. Never mind. Let's do some blizzard. Some thunder there. I need a target. I need to target something first, as they would say in World of Warcraft. Don't you see? An opportunity for me to use my unlimited power always gives me joy. Palpatine would say, good. Good, good, good. Let the hate flow through you. I mean, I'm a warrior of light and all that, but... I'm not reading the lines here, by the way. I already missed them. Not what I meant to do, actually. The wolves must pay for their crimes. I will not let you harm them. Adventurer, stay close to Wilred. Oh, wait, did I let Wilred die? Whoops. No, wait, there's Wilred. There's Wilred. I mean, I can't heal him. But I think we have to prevent Wilred from dying. Oh, Wilred. Come on, man. Don't die. Don't die. I only have so much MP. He's dead. Oh, no, wait, no, he's not dead. He's moved. But he's so close to dying right now. Oh, come on, Wilred. You fucking weakling. You are so weak, man. Come on. That is why I went healer for these fights. Come on, Wilred. All right, let's give it a try in easy. I see you're dancing there, Blin. Come on, man. He's being hostile to me and I'm supposed to now heal him. Can just heal him if they get low. How do you skip? Space to talk, voice cutscenes. Well, no, I don't want to adjust the speed. I just want to skip these ones in particular. There we go. Oh, for God's sake, Wilred. All right. I'm going to focus on the ones that are attacking him. I am so going to slap him in the fucking face after this. I hate escort quests. This is what this is. You gotta protect him. And I'm just relishing in my power, man. Let me relish in my unlimited power. Well, it's actually very limited power because it relies so much on that MP. And I gotta keep recovering it and such. Well, we gotta stay on Wilred. That's the important thing. Let's see. I'll do a preemptive strike on them. It's me you gotta be concerned about, sunshines. Come on, motherfuckers. Come to me. Lay all your love on me. Don't give weight to my emotions. I should probably avoid those AoEs, but I'm concerned with just getting the aggro on me. That's what I want. Lay all your love on me. Don't give weight to my emotions. Lay all your love on me. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, because a lot of people are attacking Wilred. Where's Wilred? I gotta focus on whoever is attacking him. I don't give a fuck about all the others. They can just die. It's Wilred I have to protect. Oh, yeah, thank you for reminding me about the sleep. Right, well, everybody's attacking everyone, so... yeah. It's maybe not gonna be that helpful. Yeah. Thank you, Blindril. Reminding me about the sleep. The thing is, everybody is attacking everyone, so sleep may not have done much anyway. I am so gonna slap him in the face for giving me this trouble. Wilred, I mean. Because I have the slap emote, remember? Kinda have to do some tanking as a black mage there. Wilred! You better be apologetic after this, you maniac. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Wait! We've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Right, I realized I changed it to be by timer. There we go. Had to AFK cause cat, no worries. I fulfilled the battle now. Sleep was not maybe a good idea, in case you didn't hear me say that, Flynn. Because everybody was attacking everyone. So they would have been attacked and woken up, I think. Have you learned nothing, Wilred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summon Ralger. He swore... Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Kaiden will wish to hear it as well. I am so gonna slap you in the face, you silly youth. Silly youth. We were not so far away from Little Alamigo, actually. Let's go inside. Don't give waste to my emotions. Lay all your love on me. Dun 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 dun. And let's see what he has to say for himself. I'll give him one last chance before I slap him in the face. Where is he anyway? He's not here. So I won't have the chance, maybe. No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared. The masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. And you trusted him and you weren't trusting me? I can slap him in the face! I can slap him! I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Al Amigo lives on without us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't. I promise. Thank you for saving me, and saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. He apologized. Apology accepted. Alright. If I get a chance to slap him, I'm not going to. In his defense, the masked man is very charismatic and convincing and tells you exactly what you want to hear. Right, that is a detail I forget. You're right. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Al Amigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. I hope you are able to reclaim your home. Oh, yes, it won't be long before we're all fighting against the Empire. We are rebel scum from their perspective. I may be all about that unlimited power, I see you, Flynn. But we are fighting the Empire. Was I gonna do something else? Oh no, it was just maybe slapping him. But Wilred is not around. He's somewhere else in the area. Would that we had more information to offer. But what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poison words. Well, we go back to the Waking Sands now. And Vesper Bay, there we go. Gonna teleport immediately through Vesper Bay, right there. I should probably take a drink of tea. It's time for another one. Oh, you were snacking on a boiled egg. Aha. Those are great. With a little bit of salt on them, they're one of the best things ever. You just made me crave one. Oh, you were performing the Manderville Mambo. That's such a fun name. Now, before we go, let me do some mending. Do I have anything to sell? I do. Elegant silver piece. So we can also go for that first. Oh, speaking of eggs, there you go. No repairs. I'm actually surprised. Well, I didn't receive that much damage, but alright. I don't know how item wear works out. Hello, Tataru. Let's get inside. With the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The superstars of the Seventh Dawn, we should say now. Ah, I like that name better. The superstars. No, if we want to preserve like the SSD or the SSOD. Oh no, sorry, SOSD. SOTSD. Depends if you want to consider like the prepositions and such. Tell Urianger say hi. All right, I'll tell Urianger. The superstars of the Seventh Dimension. Ooh, that sounds so good. The superstars of the Seventh Dimension. The science of the Seventh Dimension. Oh, that sounds so good. Reminds me of the... there was a radio, I think, in the UK. Not sure if it's still a thing, but... Or no, I think there was a sci-fi show in BBC Radio 4. Or something like that was called The Seventh Dimension. And it was always like science fiction and fantasy audiobooks and audio dramas. In 2013, it's been a while since that year, I guess, but in 2013, for God's sake, they did stuff for the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. That's what introduced me to that radio show. They aired a lot of Big Finish stuff for free, so that was great. For the 50th anniversary. I remember listening to an adaptation of Discworld. Well, just the beginning. I didn't listen to all of it, but that's what gave me the idea of what they air. I think they had something from a tabletop, but I don't remember what it was. It was either Shadowrun or Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons, I don't know. Because I know that Big Finish has a Pathfinder series that I want to listen to, by the way. They have, I think, the first season or so in Spotify. I want to be listening to that very soon. Pathfinder is another one I want to get familiar with since I'm getting into tabletop now a lot. I mean, I will be playing D&D on Saturday, which is lovely. So lovely. But yeah. Hey, let's take a drink with Minfilia. Hold on. Let's drink this time Jinchen White. I'm drinking some Silver Needle here. That's the drink I'm taking this time. Let's go. Welcome back, Kaiden. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habria? Planted the knowledge of summoning an impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes me feel ya, adult scion. That's so well said. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Tataru is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love her. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Right, some rest. I have some lentils and chestnuts. GP plus 6%, perception plus 2%. What are those things? What is GP and what does perception give you? Gathering stats. Oh, okay, yeah, then I shouldn't use it right now. I should save it for much later. Perception reminds me of a stat in Habitica, if anybody knows what that is. Habitica is basically gamifying your life and making like mundane tasks, chores, anything really. It can be even stuff you like into a gamified thing. And it's been so helpful, y'all. Extremely helpful to me as of late. So I've been gathering, like, perception makes you get more drops from like completing quests and stuff. Like you get eggs to spawn some pets that you can later grow into mounts, and the stuff that you need to feed those pets. Because you try Habitica, it's good, but you just can't stick to it. I gotcha. I see what you mean. You should try it again. Yeah, I tried Habitica before and I didn't stick to it. But this time I started to take an approach like taking it like extremely seriously. Like maybe if we want to go for an ADHD approach to it, make it so that it becomes a hyper focus. You really lean into that video game that it offers you, so to speak. Doing challenges, for example, especially because it can give you gems, which you usually have to pay for, can be really good. And getting into a party with people and doing quests, that helps a lot. And I've been doing that. I want to talk a little bit about that. So let me go on this tangent, everyone, because there's a little fun thing I want to mention. So they have like 9 standard pets that range from dragons, bears, foxes. They can all be mounts, so you can even be mounting on this big fox or something. And it's worth mentioning those because then you have other like non-standard pets, like hedgehogs. And they have like, I think 10 or 9 different kinds of potions. This is where it gets fun. What you do is that you use a magic potion on an egg and it grows a particular type of that pet. For example, the potions they have, let me see if I remember. Basic, desert, I could check, but I don't have it in this browser that I'm using right now. Off the top of my head, I remember basic, desert, cotton candy blue, cotton candy pink, shade, white, red. Shade is basically black with like red eyes. So like black and red. Those are 7 so far. Skeleton. And what else is there? Oh, golden, which is very hard to come by. I think those are all of them. It's 10 pets, 10 standard pets. So they are, you know, you get them just by doing stuff normally, instead of having to do a quest or being a subscriber or spending money in some way or winning challenges or something like that. Anyway, I'm not gonna go too deep on this tangent, but the point is, we did a quest recently that I got actually, in which you got 3 hedgehog eggs. So what I did was I used a basic potion to get a regular hedgehog. So looks just like a hedgehog. It's like beige, brown colored, like a hedgehog. But then I also use a cotton candy blue potion to get a blue hedgehog, and I use a shade potion to get a shade hedgehog. You know, because it's like Shadow and like Sonic. So that was a lot of fun. I just wanted to mention that. I was considering using a cotton candy pink potion to go like Amy, but I also wanted to get like a default hedgehog. I can get more in the future though, but it's not easy to get those eggs though, so it may take a while. But yeah, just wanted to mention that there. But that's the thing, it makes you really grind for things. Like this is one in which you wanna, yeah, do your tasks and stuff, and it's helped me be accountable for so many things so much. I will say though, it's not something I would ever show on the stream, I think, because there's a lot of like tasks I have in there that are very personal, so I can't really show them on a screen. But yeah, just, you know, something that I mention a lot but I never show on the stream. Just wanted to explain why. Now, let's continue on with this. Well, what really may suck though is that it may get to a point in which I've done everything there is to do. I wish they introduced more things to do, maybe. I mean, they do take a while. They have spread them out well enough that it does take a while for those things to happen. And some of those things you can reset. When you get every single standard pet and mount, you have an option to just release them and collect them over again. If you get a class, they only have 4 classes. If you get a class to level 100, you can be reborn, sort of, and start again from scratch to get a new class. I mean, you don't need to do that to reclass, but it's the way I would do it. I'm currently using the healer class, actually. And yeah, I'm gonna wait until I'm level 100 or 101, and then I'll rebirth as something else. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm like level 30 something right now. It's gonna take a while, so that's fine. Anyway. Oh, and it's also Animal Crossing-like in the sense that it's many things that they do, many events that they do, mostly for cosmetics, because it's all about collecting cosmetics to make yourself look pretty, to have collections, which is fine. I mean, it makes sense that they make the game based on that, and yeah. And it works. It works for me, personally. I can see why that wouldn't work for some people, but for me, it's perfect. It's perfect. I mean, you gotta have some rewards for what you're doing. Not just like a fancy sound effect when you just complete a task and some golden experience. Like, you gotta do stuff with the gold you earn. And possibly the experience. But yeah. There are sometimes some seasonal magic potions and eggs, depending on the season. And also some cosmetics for your character. Like, not just like pets and mounts, like clothes you wear, equipment that is only available in a certain season. Like in October, we're probably gonna have stuff for Halloween. Yeah, actually, since I was in Habitica before, but I didn't take it that seriously before until now, I do have a couple jack-o'-lantern like mounts and pets, among other stuff from other seasons. But alright, let's continue here. While you were tending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting Lahabria's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the self-same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. Well willing, we will pick up Lahabria's trail once more. Noraxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her, and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Kaiden. Thank you, Minfilia. And yeah, like, relax a little bit. Don't be a dull girl. Don't be a dull person. All work and no play. I get it though. I get it. She's gonna go mad like in The Shining if she's not careful. Ah, but there is Urianger. Urianger, my friend Vlindril or Ciero sends their greetings. Haha. But yeah, let's talk to Noraxia. The North Shroud is, well, I assume in the Black Shroud, especially since we're speaking to Noraxia. I think it's a part of the Black Shroud that we haven't been to. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One, then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ashground Consortium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Metrot had an encounter with a scary Mask One. This Mask One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Metrot. Digging One is to be found at Falgord Float in the North Shroud. In the North Shroud, let's see what the map shows us right here. Aha, unattuned. Let's take a look at the North Shroud map. That is indeed a new area. We can reach it from the Central Shroud and from Old Gridania, actually. Let's do it from Old Gridania then. Oh, wait. No. I still need to synchronize a lot of these Ethernet shards. It's best if I try to do it from the Central Shroud by... yeah, by going here to Bend Branch Meadows. The thing is, or well, actually, hold on. Let me see the map. Which one is closer? Well, it's hard to say. But, okay, let's do it from Gridania. We'll teleport to Gridania over there. Yeah, like, from the Ethernet shard right there, I could teleport to that one to get closer, but I don't have them synchronized just yet. I don't have them attuned. But I mean, it's not like this city, it's a big city, but it's not that big, so I can just make my way there on foot and then just keep going. Oh, and I may play some Triple Triad against someone I encounter on the way. Yes, I see someone here. Yes, my Senta. My Senta? I think it's my Senta because like the name Mai, right? Let's see. She's beaten me and I've beaten her if I recall correctly. Oh, I chose the wrong deck, actually. That was a misclick. Alright, let's see how we do with this deck, then. What should we try out here? I mean, if I use Scarface ℠𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕠𝕟, doesn't seem like a good idea to me. But it's the only one that can capture from that side. Let's do the curl. That is a tempered sylph, isn't it? Anyway, Scarface ℠𝕠𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕠𝕠, this is a good place for it. Yeah. And here, let's capture that curl. Double curl, what, right there. What should we do? We'll do this one. And we never used Geralt. There wasn't a good opportunity for it. Okay, let's have a rematch with deck number 3 this time, because I want to use that deck against my Senta. Ah! So 3 red cards at the beginning, 3 blue cards at the beginning here. Perfect balance between these two duels. So I start with Scarface ℠𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕠, exactly like that. It's a usual start I take, I guess. Here, Lolorito, Nanarito. What should we do? Well, we don't have to capture the sylph there necessarily, so let's try this. Lolorito. Oh my god, what did they do there? What is that plus? I need to understand what that means and how it works. Okay, what happens if I do this? No. I think it's something maybe placing them in the middle, I'm not sure. But yeah, they're gonna win this time because of that. Okay, I just did a plus right there. I don't know how that blasted thing works, but okay. I was still able to win. I still haven't read the rules or looked up a tutorial or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know. We have a lot of new cards that... Oh yeah, already been claimed, some of them. Okay. Momo D Modi! I have a Momo D card! Nice! Let's see. Social... Where was the gold saucer stuff? Yeah, I'm gonna modify deck number 3 to be with the recommended ones. Yeah, Momodi is there. Finally, I got the Momodi card. I've been seeing it in so many duels, and I finally have her. And I have an attachment to her because ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 was my starting city. So yeah. There's like 3 tavern keeps, I guess, right? For each city. 3 major tavern keeps. So Momodi is the one I'm attached to, so to speak. We're going to Old Gridania, right? Ah, the Gridania music, still so lovely. Still so nice to listen to. But hey, tomorrow we'll have more card games if you want to see more action like that. With Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I still was in that duel strategy part of the new like duel strategy things they introduced. So we could do that tomorrow, but we can definitely go for duels against people. Against you Yu-Gi-Oh! Maniacs. I'd be happy to do that. Maybe some ranked duels. I'm not gonna bother with seasons or anything. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, for example, Fall Guys. Especially because progression there is a lot slower. Look at this. This is the North Shroud. Very different looking than any other area. And I don't have the music on the Chocobo enabled anymore, but I just want to take in the surroundings and explore it like this. So I'm not gonna go on my Chocobo. On Cosmo, right there. Can't wait until I get different colors too. Maybe I have the option already and I haven't noticed it. I haven't paid attention to that. But yeah, this is also a starter area. There's squirrels that are level 2 and 3. Level 3 little ladybugs. Shoutouts to Electro Wave Human Tackle, a Kamen Rider character. And there's something going on with a sort of a reimagined version of her in a recent Kamen Rider special. Or well, series of specials that they're releasing. On the Toei Tokusatsu fan club. Kamen Rider Girls Remix. Aguilera Jean Girls Remix. Well, that's kind of the complete name, but yeah. It is extremely amazing. It is so exciting what they're doing with it because they're having a lot of past characters from past series return and have connections with each other. And I can't help but think that I wish Revice would have been like this instead of what it was. It's a good series, but it wasn't really a 50th anniversary series, but I digress, I digress. You can change color if you have access to Chocobo Stable, either from being in a free company with a house or having your own house or apartment. I have neither of those. Yeah, I haven't bothered to do either of those, so I'll have to see then. Where do I go to go for this quest? It's around here. Like, if I get a house just for that house is gonna be empty. I'm not gonna do anything else on it but just have like, I don't know, if they give me basic furnishings, that's all I'm gonna get. And nothing else. Like, I'm just gonna have it for the color of the Chocobo. So I think it's best maybe when I subscribe and I join a free company. Please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. Just like he came for that poor woman. Metroid is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if we were to soothe him, he might remain calm for long enough to hold a conversation. They're there. Take it easy, my friend. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible. That's true. But that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man, garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman, one glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of ℂ𝕠𝕟, come to claim her soul for his realm. And then he saw you? What? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Metroid's hysteria ever again. I like that guy. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. 10,080 experience, let's go. Or was it 10,008? I didn't pay attention. 10,080, there you go. So what do you have to say, Miss Aideen? So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as cis could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures, and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. Very well, very well. A straightforward slay X amount of enemies quest. I can definitely do that. There's a fate there. Yeah, let's do the fate, why not? Why not? That which binds us, it's called. I am 9 levels above it. So I'll level sync if it's still going on when I arrive. Look at them, they're also training there. Hold on, Cosmo, don't get in the way of their training. Going for squats, the other 2 seem tired. What an enthusiastic soldier. Good man. Good person. You know, I really like that expression, like praising someone for being very dutiful or being very good at doing something, like, good man, well done, good man. But then if you say good person and good woman, doesn't sound as good. Good woman sounds kind of weird, like from a different context entirely. So that's a shame. I sort of wish man was what people used instead. You know, the meanings for human and man switched. I've said this before, because morphologically it makes a lot more sense. Like, you have the base word, and then you add a prefix composed of 2 letters, HU and WU, to distinguish 2 genders. But, well, it gets more complicated than that, but at least it's a start. So let's see, a local prospector believes that a high mineral content in the stones which make up golems may be what hold the creatures together, and will reward anyone who helps him prove his theory. Let's do it now. Level sync to 33, sorry. That's not bad. That's not bad. We can work with that. Let me remember the skills I have right here. Ah, okay, mana font. That can be really, really helpful. English doesn't make sense anyway, since 10 languages in a trench coat. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. 10 languages in a trench coat. It is in many ways like that. You're right. You're right. I mean, there's a reason. There's a reason why it's like that. Like, it's not just a matter of morphology or whatever. It's not like human and man as they are don't make sense, but I kind of have that wish. It would make some expressions easier to say. Good man. Everybody is a man. My man. I don't know. Oh, we have to deliver the fragments to someone. Who is it that we deliver them to? Because I only have like 6 minutes, so I gotta see this fast. And I have the other enemies I'm supposed to take care of too. Oh, are you seeing the pun of the quest I'm doing, by the way? This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Who thought of that? Who do I deliver them to? Hold on, there's somebody to deliver it to, this local prospector if they're there. I'm trying to find them before I engage with the cis because they're aggressive, so I kind of have to watch my step here. There he is, or there they are. Good woman probably sounds badless more because the context I originally using nowadays, it sounds more like catcalling, sorry. I swear I can speak English. But yeah, it sounds like, sounds a little bit condescending to me. That big rock you have there be taking up an awful lot of space in your back, like, maybe that I could take it off your hands. Aye, this'll do nicely, he said. What did he say? This'll do just nicely. If you happen upon any more, I'll be here awaiting. We have like 4 minutes left, let's see. If I'm not mistaken, my good woman was used in a casual, friendly manner way back in the day. No, yeah, that sounds more friendly. That does sound more friendly, yeah. My good man, my dear fellow, my good woman. Glendril, my good woman. You are saying nice things right here. I don't know, something like that. Glendril, my good woman, that is a great suggestion. Nymphilia, my good woman, it is so good to see you again. I bring some good news, my dear fellow. In that same spirit, right? I love saying my dear fellow. One of my villagers in Animal Crossing New Horizons actually says that as his greeting to me. And you know who it is? It's my BFF Tom. My absolute BFF. We share the same birthday. He helped me out in so many ways back in the day in the GameCube. He's my BFF. I can't even begin to tell you the stories of how helpful he was to me in many unexpected ways. Let's see, let's beat this golem as well. Whoa! How did we aggro both of them? Gotta be careful here. Let me use my AoE Blizzard then. It's getting messy. And I have a time limit to complete this. I think this might be the first fate I fail, maybe. Or no, I think I may have failed one before from dying. Although I think if you die in the middle of a fate, it keeps going. I mean, it doesn't stop the timer. It's running out of time that would make you fail it, I think. Look at those AoEs, dude. What a mess we have right here. Yeah, let me ward myself, and hopefully these are enough. 5 this time. We still need so many. Okay. I don't think we're gonna be able to complete this on time. La Habria, my good male wife, yeah. That's the mask, man, isn't it? Well, alright. What's gonna happen with this La Habria? You saying that makes me think there's something going to happen in the story or something like that. You just like shitheads? Alright. How many more will I need? Okay, let's do as many as we can while being wary of the other enemies around us. There's also chests that have the golem fragments around, so we can also pick them up there. The good thing is, they're very squishy. They are golems made of stone, but they're actually very squishy. I can take them down quite quickly. So that's good. Let's get this fragment first. Whenever you meet Nero, he's number 2 in my heart. I know he's related to the Empire. Well, I think he is, but yeah. I mean, no, yeah, we have seen him in cutscenes. He's with the Empire. Or something like that. Ah, yes, another one. Oh, but there's a Sis over there. Yeah, I don't want to engage with the Sis because they're gonna take up my time. And there's like a minute left now, so... Let's take care of this golem right here. And I can take some of those AoEs that they're doing. Might as well, since we don't exactly have a lot of time here. 6? I thought I had less than that. Okay. Objective accomplished. Hee hee, I'll be taking these fragments back to me coming now. And don't you think of following me now either. He kind of comes across as a scoundrel, doesn't he? I don't know if it's completed though, so let me grab another one. And with this, we'll deliver this one. Alright, so it's just waiting for the time limit to finish. And that will do. That's him! Yeah. So you love that shithead too. Alright, BRB, no problem. We have 10 seconds left on this. Let me just take it easy as I drink my tea here. Now the only tea left is the one I have left in the thermos, which is still in a good temperature, I think. Bum, 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 bum. Complete. Good game. And now, yes, the thing we were supposed to come here for. Let's take care of these sis. Sis is so ridiculous. Oh, those puns, man. I did not expect them to do those kinds of puns. But they've been doing a lot of them. It's not just AQ3D, you see? AQW and AQ3D are not the only MMOs with like a lot of puns on them. There's been many other quest titles that have puns like that in them. It's hilarious. I live for those things too. Yeah, I'm the sort of maniac that loves puns. And dad jokes, if you want to call them that, but puns is the right name, damn it. It's the right way to call them. I think we may have aggroed 2 of them. Well, if we didn't aggro that one before, it's gonna come for us now, I think. I am shocked that we didn't get that other sis there. Alright. Alright, let me get back to where I was. What's the way back again? Can maybe make our way through here. I mean, we just drop down here and that will do the trick. There we go. Oh, those Bane Knights are so awful looking. I can't stand to look at them for 1 second. Sorry, those things kind of trigger me. Because of a phobia I have against scorpions. Just saying the name is enough to make me shiver internally. But hey, you know, Hermione did say in the second movie, not sure if she said it in the book, but Hermione did say in the Chamber of Secrets, if you fear the name, that will make you fear the thing even more. So she was saying that about Lord Voldemort, right? So there's that. You've already seen to the sis? Good work, adventurer. So, were you able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? I don't think so. Nothing? Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike sis from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. Indeed. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor being going around. There's some as whispered that, after each victim died, her anger went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sense stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've turned the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments, and I'll give them a gander. Rock of Rancor, it's called. Oh, using items on areas. Some key items are used on areas rather than single targets. Welcome back, Flynn. First, click on the item icon displayed in the duty list. Upon selecting the item, a glowing radius will appear on the ground that can be moved freely with the mouse into the desired position before executing. Alright, seems very straightforward. Oh, I have to talk to Evorald. Hope I'm saying that right. There is something you should know. I have been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Metroid's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Metroid's. I was heading home... Whoops, sorry. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Thank you for that. Both of these are related to the main quest. 2 double main scenario quests. That's good to see. Or they're both 2 parts of the same quest at the same time. I don't usually see that in MMOs, so that's fascinating to me. Let's get it going. I love the Black Shroud, man. I love the look of this foresty area. Just, so good, so good. Look at that! Look at that in the distance! This looks so good! Wow, I'm praising the look of it and then they go and give me another reason to love this area. Just look in the distance, that ruin or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I'm sure some of you do who know more about the game, about the story and all that. But my gosh, it looks so good. Are we still in combat? No. Didn't notice that clay golem there, but whatever, whatever. Dude, this is so good looking. Ah! Ah! And some mushrooms here. Beware the forest mushrooms, as Super Mario RPG told you. Man, I want to play that game still. I did play it back in the day, but I never completed it. And it is there on the SNES Online, actually, but you can't just start an RPG. Just like Mordor, you don't just simply walk into an RPG game. It's a time investment, and I don't want to leave it incomplete, so it's a matter of that too. Let's see here. Is anything going to happen? Aha! What do we have here? I mean, this is an RPG too, and you can just like start something like this, right? Lots of crystals. Speaking of crystals. And with Super Mario RPG, I mean, listen to the full name. Super Mario RPG, Legend of the 7 Stars. That sounds like my sort of thing, right? Maybe I'll save it for the stream and I'll stream it one day or something. That would be good. And also the Paper Mario stuff, they have like these special stars. Remember my little mascot? That is a star, that is a purple star with sunglasses? Well, it's based a lot on those ones. Like those stars that are like sentient, and they make a star cluster together, so... I mean, yeah, that's me, alright. That's my thing, for heaven's sake. Seriously. And they all have like facial features. Some have glasses, one of them has a beard, I think. They have personalities. I mean, I'm all about that. Are you kidding me? I never did play much of the Paper Mario games. I need to do that. But I don't know if I can find them anywhere, if they're on the Switch. That would be the only place, really. Short of, like, buccaneering. Yeah, like... There's the Nintendo 64 on, like, the premium version of the NES... the Nintendo Switch Online, which I don't have. I just have the regular version. If they have it there, yeah, that might be an opportunity, but... I don't know. Alright, let's see if we have to do the AoEs. How do I not aggro them both? That surprises me. That it doesn't happen that way. Alright, let's do Fire Raga. Fire 3. I'll take that AoE, whatever. Oh, or I won't. Because we finished the battle before that. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff right there. Let's recover some mana so we open immediately. With some Fire Raga there too. We're inevitably going to aggro those golems right there, so let's do it like this. There you go. Let's transpose to get back to fire, because I'm recovering MP, so I will be able to do that again. How's everyone doing, though? How are your multi-dimensional travels going? Are you excited about anything happening this week? Like we were at the start of the stream? What's happening in your dimensions? What have you been up to? Have you been playing Fortnite, perhaps? And getting excited about all the stuff that comes out? There's always something major happening every week. We have Dragon Ball, Destiny 2. There's a game mode coming back soon. And we are in the last weeks of this current season also. Now that you have Fire 3, start Fire phase with Fire 3, but then spam Fire 1? Alright. Okay. I'll try to do it like that, Flynn. There's an opportunity to do that. Oh my god, that thing is ugly! That thing is terrifying! Ah! Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from us, because I don't want Cosmo to get harmed either. Fire 3 will give you full fire damage buff, and then Fire 1 after does more damage for far less mana time. Alright. Thank you for the advice. So you don't need to keep doing Fire 3. Yeah, right now we're gonna do some Blizzard then. Do I have Blizzard 3? I do, right? Let's place it here, actually. This is the place for it. Wow, Blizzaga! I guess you should call it. I love the icon for Blizzard 3 and Fire 3. It's like a vortex, it's like a spiral. And you know, I'm all about those things as well. Oh, I forgot to attune this crystal. I should have attuned it. We gotta go the long way back. Because otherwise I would teleport myself back there, so... Okay, yeah, let's do another one like that then. Fire 3, Fire Raga followed by Fire 1. Or just Fire. Man, I want to play a single-player Final Fantasy again so badly. I had a great time playing the first one. Which I may replay, but in a different version. Like maybe the 8-bit version. I didn't play the original 8-bit one. I played the PlayStation remake. And I had Final Fantasy II there as well, because it comes bundled together with Final Fantasy II. I started it, but didn't continue to go through with it. What's such a great experience. That's where I got introduced to Matoya's theme, which also has a rendition here, because they have a version of Matoya here. And that version that they did for the PlayStation remake, and some future remakes that are based on that, is the most, oh my god, it's the most heartwarming version of it. Like, it feels so merry, so lively, so lovely. Like, oh, I love it so much. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yams of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name, but what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Reminds me of the Dauntless from ESO. Another game I'd love to be able to play, but again, we were talking about that earlier, right? So many games! Sorry, that got a little bit loud. So many games! We don't have the time for all of this. No, and remember, this reminds me, another thing I didn't mention, so many series that I've been watching, like, off the top of my head, the ones that are like, I haven't finished them yet, and they're current in that sense. We have... Let's see, let's make a head count. Star Trek Enterprise, Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, which is current. Kamen Rider Saber. I never actually finished that, and I was in the middle of it. I need to get back to it. For that matter, Senkaiger. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So, there's that, Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm also watching Futo PI right now, but I am keeping up with it. And that reminds me, Overlord is another one I'm watching right now, and I need to watch yesterday's episode. I need to watch that. I can do that later today. That would be good. The Legend of Vox Machina, and then on that note, Tabletop RPG live stream series. You can call them series too, because that's what they are. So, LA by Night, New York by Night I am keeping up with, so that's okay. Critical Role. I don't know what I'm doing with myself, starting Critical Role from the beginning like a maniac. I watched the first 3 episodes and I was going to start the 4th one, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. So that's like 4... No, sorry. That's like 8 series right there. Some of them have like episodes each, which is 3-4 hours long, for God's sake. You know, and I saw that Geek and Sundry has this fun-looking, high production value Pathfinder series. And it looks so interesting. And, yeah. But God, there's too many. There's too many. Yeah. And then there's books I'm reading. I'm reading the Malkavian Clan book right now. I was reading some short story compilations of classic tales because why not? Yeah. But I digress. Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. Don't worry about it, Aideen. Aha! Can we get the emotes and an exclamation mark level up? If you don't have the emotes, You know, because you can't subscribe, don't worry, you can redeem them for particles for 24 hours, or you can use the emoji that is the hand pointing up. Exactly like that, Blin, thank you. You can use the emoji that Stream Elements used right there. A monstrous Banemite appeared, and you slew it. That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Folgard. Intentional or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? If it's not a winged eyeball, it may be worse, actually. Oh, actually, look at that! That looks like an eyeball, alright. That looks dreadful. That's scary. Like Sauron level of scary. What the heck is that? That is terrifying. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep, knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this very business troubles you as much as it does me. I have been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. But you and I were months apart. How could we both have seen it at precisely the same time? There's two winged eyeballs, I guess. What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the Banemite at the very spot you claim to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Oh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Gods, of course! There must be more than one of the buggers. Oh, it's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. That is awful. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. Jeez. Well, I burn to know the truth. Some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was at the rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. That's good though, leave it to the experts, that's okay. Like, there's also the serpents out here, like, don't endanger yourselves, citizens. Don't endanger yourselves. They are doing well, like, it may seem a little bit cowardly? Yeah, that's a word. It may seem a little bit cowardly to leave it to literally one person when they are three, but first of all, I am actually more capable. Second, than they are, because they're not trained for combat and all that. Not that much, at least. Second, the serpents are also there, so I can also get their help. Inform them of this. Yeah. The twin adder, right? Well, speaking of combat, let's get to it. And immediately going for that Firaga. And then fire! She's on fire! Moero! Moero! Lots more fire there also with these balloons right here. That's such a funny sounding name, kind of whimsical when they're actually this explosive thing. So we're in the area for a fate apparently. It's the same one we did, right? Yeah, but it's just up there instead. The game is actually smart. It doesn't make you automatically join the fate if you're not in the right level. And I don't mean like the level like level 28, level 38. I mean the level by like the ground level, the upper level. That's what I mean. The terrain. That's very smart of the game. I don't know which way is the right way to go here. This is the more perilous way, the one that has more enemies, but let's take it. Tatakai no toki wa imma, tatakai no toki ga kita. Moero, moero. Oh, I thought we got the attention of that one. Moero, 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 Kamen Rider. Ikuzo, fight. No, wait, let's open with Thunder. I mean, they're 10 levels beneath me. I don't need to go overkill like that. You know, to go for the damage over time with the Thunder, but may as well give it my all. Out of respect for the enemies, if you will. And also to get used to it. To get used to this type of combat. There's a lot of enemies here, though. Lots of sis. Sis is ridiculous. Yeah, let's open with a Thunder. And it's time for Blizzaga. I mean, I can also recover MP quite immediately. Let's see if we can stick it to only Blizzard in this battle. And I'll transpose later. Yeah, there you go. A Blizzard only battle. Let's do Fire 3, Fire-Raga. Look at that! So much damage already. I don't need to do any more. The damage over time and then all the other stuff, yeah. I see a poor mangled corpse though. That ain't good. Aha! There is the dreadful little thingy. Floating eye. Not exactly a beholder, but hey, reminds me of that. Again, doing more Dungeons and Dragons references. As I keep learning about it from watching streams and playing the campaign I'm gonna be playing, I'm gonna be making more references during the live stream probably. I love it. It's just so much fun. So much fun. I haven't even played it that much and it's fun. I should mention, we did have a session 0 last Saturday. So I did play a little bit. We mostly introduced each other. Introduce ourselves to each other. And let's teleport. Let's teleport back. There's a lot of enemies on the way, so I'd rather just teleport. I mean, it doesn't cost that much. It's easier this way, really. And we also did a little bit of combat to see what combat is like in Roll20 and the combat of our classes. I've never played in Roll20 before. I've only ever played D&D once before, and it was a physical game. At least I get to say, though, I get to say that my first ever D&D, my first ever tabletop experience was the original experience, if you will. Physical. Physical dice, sitting at a table with people, sheets of paper, pencils, erasers, pens, keeping track of it yourself, which is great. I'm gonna have a great time playing a Roll20, though. Make no mistake about it. But I'm glad I put that, you know, let's say that bucket list item. Yeah, we could say it was on the bucket list to have that experience. Another thing still on the bucket list is to play Vampire the Masquerade. But, I mean, we are gonna have Blood Hunt next week, so at least we'll have that represented there. But, right now, I was searching for some game sessions before, but I'm not doing it as much now because I may not have the time for it. I gotta manage a few things with my time, with my current job situation, and only when those things get settled, I think I should really consider going for Vampire the Masquerade. You know, to have 2 tabletop games every week. I think the D&D sessions might be bi-weekly instead of weekly, but still, it's something that needs to be considered like that. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught I may assist you with? I have some bad news. Godspeed good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end, none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. You know, this person is masked. So maybe they also have their own face be mutilated. And... something connected to it, perhaps. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify their next of... This button, engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. Could be. Could be indeed. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mion. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Very well. Let's go back to Gridania immediately. Right here. We can immediately just teleport and solve the secret of the White Lily, perhaps. It's gonna be a sad, sorry thing, though, because we're gonna find out who she was related to, maybe. And we'll have to inform them. If I were to hazard a guess, it's gotta be some sort of ritual for a particular god that wants women to be like that, and... this masked person might be a woman, or partly woman, also. And they may have been maybe offered to that god also, but they survived the process and they became a servant. I don't know, something like that. That's my sort of wild guess right now. Well, it's not entirely wild. It's informed with what I'm seeing so far. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. We'll find out as we continue playing this story. The MSQ. Most of the streams we do in Final Fantasy XIV are just MSQ, questing. There's only been one stream in which we didn't focus on that, which was the Gold Saucer stream. But I am hoping we'll have streams in the future in which we focus on, like, other types of content. But they're gonna be a while still, I think. Good evening to you, Kaiden. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. What can you tell me about this lily button? Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body. Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the lily sigil. You will have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette, over by the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. Thank you, Mother Mion. Oh, before we do that, let's have a triple triad duel. Why not? Let's do this. Let's use deck number 3. Now I have Momodi, so it's gonna be a Tavern Keep against another Tavern Keep, you might say. Haha. Oh, look at that! They have Frixio. She has Frixio. That's great. And it's the same. It's kind of similar to my Scarface Bugalja, actually. Let's capture that one. Nice. This is fun. Caroline Canopy Proprietress, Mother Mion. Shall we recapture... No, let's not do that. Let's use the Adamantoise. Adamantoise, if you will. Oh, no! She got me with a plus combo! Alright, let's leave it at that. Well, that was rather unexpected. Unexpected, but not unpleasant. We should do this more often. Last time I dueled with her, I won, I think. So, it's the first time I see her win dialogue. I still need to read those rules about triple triad, plus and combos. What is that? Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Unrelated, but it's nice to chat to the people in the waiting stands between missions whenever you're there. It's nothing big, but it's nice to see how they change over time. No, yeah, you're right. I did that the other day, and they do have different dialogue depending on where you are in the story. Thank you for that reminder, sorry, Flynn. My accent getting funky again. Seems to be some manner of decorated button, reminiscent of those worn by the families of old, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurrent theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Saint Gulette over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a forename basis. The Lancers Guild is in all Gridania. So yeah, class guild. I'm hoping to join that guild one day. Doing all the classes, all the jobs. But one step at a time. One step at a time. This is why I want to keep focusing on only one MMORPG. Doesn't mean other MMOs don't show up, but it's more like a side thing with them. I am hoping to continue playing with Bolston in Lotro off the stream. I just haven't had time, and what time I have, I do it with other games or other interests. Like, I played so much Fortnite in my free time this weekend. And well, not just the weekend, the past few days really. And it was worth it because I had so much fun. I won some nice games. I wish I could have shared some of them, they were great. But it would be an overload of just Fortnite clips on my Twitter feed. Can't share them on Discord because the files are too big, but you know, I do have the tweet channel on the Discord server. And I can post them manually too. But yeah. Rumbleverse, I've been wanting to play again off the stream, a few things. Epic actually has something free right now. Today is the final day, I think, where they give a pack of some cosmetics for Rumbleverse, along with the free game they gave this week. I think it was... I don't remember what it was, but yeah. That's a great outfit on this person. They remind me of Artix von Krieger from Adventure Quest. They look a lot like Artix. They looked a lot like Artix. Hey, let's play some Triple Triad. Triple Triad? Perhaps it will help me to forget. Descension Plus, what does that mean? Okay. I have no idea what's about to happen. I'm gonna do my best, I guess. Descending. What the blazes does that mean? Let's capture that, I guess. Because it's descended, so okay. Yeah. -2 on them, so this is 5. I can capture it like this. This one. What makes a card descend and what makes others not descend? That is what I'm wondering about. Let's try Momodi here. And it's plus, so things are gonna get messy, I think. She has -2. I can't capture either of them with any of them, so this is the best I've got. This is, oh, it's a win for me. There you are. My thanks for the game. Brief though it was, I could forget all that I've lost. What's the matter with you, my friend? My wife and child, the men and women with whom I shared the stage, they're gone. Every last one of them. There's nothing left in my life worth a damn. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. The only thing I can do is just take a bow, take a bow in consideration. I don't know what else I could do. And hey, I think it's time for another sip of tea. This time I'm sipping some oolong. Yes, not a specific type of oolong, just oolong. I need to learn more about varieties of oolong, I guess. I haven't drunk enough of them. I just have a big overload of tea right now. So I feel like it's not the time to be buying new teas, even if it's like different types. If I get any tea right now, it's either yerba mate, which is technically not tea, and it's a very different effect, so it's worth taking my time to purchase that. Or it's tisanes, which are different, or it's a gift from someone. I'm trying to be stingy with it because I still have a lot of it left, although there is such a thing as having different types and doing different things with them. That's the thing. But anyway. And also, you know, my budget. Right now I don't have as much money for those things. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? What can you tell me about this lily button? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who is perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. Singulet. I hope I said that name right. ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟, that's a much easier name to say, I think. Over here. So that woman, was she part of some old rich house in the Black Shroud in Gridania, maybe? She was wearing basically common clothing there. But let's keep uncovering this mystery. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. Wait, I need your help here. What can you tell me about this lily button? Ah, the sigil of the ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟 family. How? How is it that you came to be in the possession of this button? No, sorry, ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟, I think is how you say it. From the body of a murdered woman. Her face, was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. What is going on? Your lady? Is she the masked stranger? What is happening here? I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. It's like a Joker arc right there. It's like a Joker transformation for her, poor woman. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience, until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor, on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now, go and do what must be done. I will do what I must, like Obi-Wan Kenobi said. Or perhaps as Darth Sidious said, do what must be done, do not hesitate, show no mercy. The manor I once served in was no less magnificent than those found in the Gentry's ward yonder, and magnificent it should be, for it was formerly home to generations of seed-seers. However, the elder seed-seer before the last declared that he needed not such extravagance, and the abode came into the ownership of the ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 family. These are great stories, though. This is what I quest for. This is what I play the games for. It's fantastic. No pun intended, though, I should say. I'm actually gonna return to all that because this is a great point in which to leave our story for today. Our Final Fantasy XIV story, I should say. So we put a stop to the Final Fantasy XIV story for now. Sorry, just drinking some tea there. And let me go to the inn so I can log out right there, as I usually do. Sometimes I log into the game to like redeem my gold saucer tickets as I did yesterday. And also to get the game update. It was a couple gigabytes actually. It was like 2 point something gigabytes. So I'm glad I did that, not having to do it in the middle of the stream. I have noticed that OBS, I don't know if it's OBS that's smart or what is it that throttles something, throttles maybe the download so that it doesn't use the maximum of my internet it can use, so that the stream actually doesn't end up lagging. As it would do when I'm downloading something, right? Because it's also using like the maximum download speed it possibly can, so that means that OBS doesn't have that much internet to use, so it's gonna be very laggy for the live stream right there. Alright. I'm going to leave it there before I log out. I'll log out like after the raid we're about to do. However, a reminder of this week's plans that we have right here, alright? So, that was the FF14 stream. We're about to raid someone though. Do not go anywhere, maniacs. You earn the star particles if you participate in the raid. And you can also participate in the text, in the chat, I mean, by putting the raid message if you like. We have Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel tomorrow. I'm glad to be returning to it yet again. I did say we're gonna stream it again, and this is a good week for that. No reason in particular. I don't know if there's an event going on or anything, but just a good week because I didn't have any other game. I consider Fall Guys, but it's best to do it next week when the new season starts, because I think the season ends on Monday. So I'm definitely gonna stream like the season finale or something. It's not like they do anything special for the finale. Then we have Final Fantasy XIV again on Friday, Final Fantasy Friday. Dungeons and Dragons on Alan Lex's channel, and then Realm Royale later. So, lots of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I don't know if we're gonna do any gacha actually, doing anything. More Final Fantasy Friday here. Maybe more in the Black Shroud. Yeah, definitely more in the Black Shroud. This is Gridania in the background, so there you are. And the first look into Realm Royale Reforged. And really Realm Royale overall, because I never played it. And it looks like so much fun. I'm so looking forward to it. I've been having some streams in the background from the official Realm Royale channel. And then also from like other channels and stuff. But yeah. Let's get back to the portal and let's see who is live. Thank you so much, maniacs. It's been so much fun today. We advanced well through the story and the excitement at the beginning of the stream. Those are the kinds of things we need to talk about in the just chatting portion at the beginning of every stream we have. It's a good way to go about it, I would say. Alright, well, I've been speaking a lot about Dungeons and Dragons, haven't I? So, why don't we raid Dr. Tokyo, who is having Pathfinder? Wait, is it Pathfinder or D&D? I'm not sure what it is, but he's having a campaign right now. He may not be able to respond to the raid immediately, because he's doing that too. But it's been a while since I raided him. He's known for streaming a lot of that, but he also streams other things. So, feel free to copy and paste either version of the raid message. And if you participate in that, thank you so much for sticking for the raid and also putting it in the chat if you do that. Thank you so much, maniacs, for your support today. It's been a lot of fun. We'll have more streams on the week, if everything goes well, including D&D, which I'm very excited about. I'm excited for everything we're gonna do this week. So, whatever way I see you next, Tajigen travelers, see you around.